Hey gang, welcome back to the Green Line Breaks and welcome back to another edition of Saturday Morning Rips. Hope you're having a great Saturday morning so far and hope you're having a great weekend. Today we are jumping back into, as always, another pack of Topps 1991 movie cards of the Rocketeer. So as always, we're going to be looking at 8 cards, starting off with probably one of the stickers or puzzle pieces. We're getting pretty close with the puzzle. I think we've got most of the corners now and a couple of the main components. I think we've collected actually 2/3 of the actual title portion of the puzzle, which is pretty cool. Get that in a binder. Hopefully that'll be the kickoff page to this binder's collection once we get this going. So let's jump in and see what we get this weekend. All right, starting off with our first card, we do, as usual, start off with a puzzle piece. Looks like the bottom right corner. Thinking that's one of the Rocketeer's boots there. So we're getting pretty close. Probably have about 3 or 4 more to collect. All right, and our first card out of this pack is Eddie Valentine. So this should be in Neville Sinclair's house pretty early on in the movie, talking about some of the plans before Eddie knows who Neville Sinclair is working for. See, next up we've got Future Looks Bright. So we can see this is at the end after the blimp scene. You can see Cliff's a little beat up. Back together, happy. PV. I don't know what PV's looking at. Deep in thought, planning some new build. All right, next card we've got the checklist, right? Pretty sure this is that a sticker? No. It's just the intro card. Continued on to card 2. Oh, this is the first card. I think we've pulled this already, actually. I have to double check. I haven't started putting this in a binder yet, so I'm not positive. All right, next up, we've got Keep This Guy Alive. So this one is a dupe we've pulled before. But a pretty great scene. After he tells the feds to get lost, he's not going to tell them where the rocket pack is. All right, we're going to follow that back up with Hitler's Commandos. I have to double check. I've never looked up if these are actual suits worn by any of the Nazis during the lead up to World War II, because this does predate I think this predates America's actual joining of World War II. No, it can't be, because in the movie theater they talk about they're already fighting, I think. No, because the blimp is coming. I'll figure it out. Pretty sure this is before we enter the war. Oh, this is the first one I noticed the centering is not great on. You can see it leans pretty heavy to the right. All right, next up we've got, All's Well That Ends Well. So last scene in the movie, after he realizes he's got the Rocketeer blueprints, this is after he's given the plane back up and running, or the new plane, ready to go for the next air show, or nationals. All right, 2 more cards. We've got Instant Enemies. So this is after Cliff punches one of the feds. They're fighting on the airstrip in the beginning of the movie. We should get a close-up of PV's face. Let me see if I can. He's not looking good there. All right, last card, guys. We've got Malcolm in a Jam. So this is actually probably the first big scene we see is with Cliff taking off in the Rocketeer with the full fin head, trying to save Malcolm up in the plane, doing the clown bit for Bigelow. All right, guys, thanks as always for hanging with us for another pack of Topps 1991 The Rocketeer glossy movie cards. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of collecting the entire series. Please subscribe as always and hit that notification bell to make sure you're notified every time we release a new video, whether it's Saturday Morning Rips or our packs of baseball cards throughout the week. And comment down below how you're enjoying this series and let us know in the future if there's any other non-sport related cards you'd like to see for Saturday Morning Rips, so we can start getting those ready to go. We've got a little ways to go with the Rocketeer set, so we've got a good amount of packs left. 36 in total, and I think we've opened 4, so we've got the majority to go. All right, guys, thanks as always. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Saturday for another episode of Saturday Morning Rips.
That's all, folks.